actually finally downloaded. I can show you guys even. If we go Dwarf for, where's my Dwarf Fortress folder? Let me get to my Dwarf Fortress folder really quick. If we go starter pack, because I actually have 42 downloaded. So my next fort will absolutely be on 42. And I've been getting it all set up. I set up my stream stuff with it. It now launches at the the correct size and everything so that my stream looks proper. I've got the texture pack set up over here and everything. Some things that I don't actually understand that I'm not seeing here is it doesn't like highlight green, which thing I do. So like I try to click laptop with mouse and it doesn't highlight green. So I don't know if that's me doing something wrong. It could be user error. And then coming over to DF hack, it's not highlighting the things that I click on green. So like here I use workflow and I use the performance tweaks, and I don't seem to be able to get those to turn on. So I'm going to look up to see what's going on there. Maybe that's just because it is still like, a newer version, or if I'm just being an idiot about how I'm setting it up and it is on. But yeah, as soon as I start my next fortress, let's actually set that to a 2 because I just found out today that's what I need. Yeah, as soon as I start my next fortress, which will be in a harsher area, it will be with a more kind of RP-based setup. I will be more specific in what my goal is when I get started, as opposed to just kind of starting with all-around good dwarves and trying to not have too much fun. Yeah, I did try double-clicking as well. I double-click, nothing changes. Double-click, I right-click, nothing changes. I single-click, which is what it seems to say. Nothing changes. So I'm not quite sure what's going on there. Maybe I just need to re-download it. So depending on what it is, I will get that figured out before the next fort starts. That'll probably be, if not sometime later this week, then definitely next Monday will be the latest I start a next fort. Because I really want, there's some things that I still haven't even done. Like I've never worked with power. I have to use the enable command manually in DFHack. All right, fair enough. That makes sense since this is the newer version. And it even warns you when you start. I did start up and I created a map. And it even warned me a bunch. It was like, this is a pre-release of DFHack. This will be unstable. Be careful with your saves. And I was like, all right, fair enough. But yeah, next Monday is the latest I will switch. Now, yeah, some things I still need to get working here, though, is I've done nothing with power. I've done very little with mechanics. I have made no traps ever because I've not really needed to where I am because nothing's really attacked me. So those are some things that I really want to get figured out before I jump into one that I purposefully make harder for myself. Yeah. So that's why we're still kind of on the learning fort. The learning fort won't last us too much longer, though. I feel like it is close to running its course. It's all is well, and I will definitely christen the end of this one as with opening the circus, and we will try to see if we can take on what they have to throw at us. We're doing pretty well. We will have almost fully. Oh, good, things work, and traps are easy. All right. Yeah, but we'll see if my fully steel decked out military at that time can do anything against the circus. I bet not. I absolutely bet not. B, Shift T, so we got Stonefall traps, weapon traps, pleasure praise? Weapon traps. Oh, so I see we'll place it somewhere, and then we pick mechanisms, and then I bet it would have us pick a weapon as well. So I'm just going to try it real quick. Yeah, and then it has us pick one of the weapons to set it up with. Yep, that makes sense. We won't set that up right now, but that's easy. Auto labor works too. Good stuff, good stuff. But yeah, 42 is coming. I promise you guys. 42 is coming sooner than later. Absolutely. Because I'm super interested. I definitely want to be able to set up a tavern. My first one will either be centered around the creation of a great library or an incredibly successful tavern. I know very little about either of those features yet. I've not read anything in on it at all. But either I will try to set up a massive library, which is not standard for dwarves, but it's definitely something I'd be interested in, and that would be kind of the center point. 42 is coming. I promise. Weapon traps with large serrated discs. All right. 3 attacks? Wow. That's sick, actually. So I could make oh, that's actually really sick. That gives me a great idea. Probably my next one. Here, let's go ahead and unpause, because I have no need to let it be sitting on pause. We should get our people healthy again. Probably what I'll do is I'll set up a great library as my next one. I'll bring people who aren't very good at combat, In fact, I might bring no military. Maybe that'll be interesting. Purposefully have no military, but set it up in such a way that there's a long series of traps going into a great library. So it's kind of like we are these scholars who have delved deep into the mountains to protect ancient dwarven knowledge, protected only by these incredible traps that we set up to make sure that our knowledge never falls into the wrong hands. That actually sounds really fun. That's probably exactly what I'm going to go with for my next fortress. Metal melt exploits? What were those even? I haven't done any myself, whatever they are. Monkeys dodging weapon traps like crazy? Oh man. John Grass. Wow. Alright, we've got some idlers finally. It looks like these guys are getting nice and taken care of. Nobody else died, so that's fantastic news. I was really worried we were going to get some more people dying. Now we're going to use this for burial, not allow pets. We're going to use this for burial, not allow pets, and use this for burial, not allow pets. And I think that will take care of everyone who's left. Now we are going to need to engrave 5 slabs. So let's come up here and set that up real quick. Let's cancel this nest box task. Let's promote this actually, and let's do some more. A, Alt S. Libraries take a bit to set up. You have to make the paper and then get people to write stuff and make those into scrolls and then books. Okay. Better bring some smiths along for the best traps. That'd be a lot of fun. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. More metal by me remelting? Oh, that's so silly. So you could just turn 1 bar into infinite bars. Oh, wow. Alright, so Kilroy J has been entombed, and we're having a slab made for him. Now, Odom died, Ushrir died, and Obok died. Everyone else is taken care of. So we really only needed 3 grades in there. So maybe I'll take 2 of them out, but that's fine. We will leave it be for now. 2 more people can end up in there at some point. So we will go ahead and get those engraved. That'll be taken care of nicely. Yeah, alright. Gauntlets give more bars than it took to make them. Oh, that's so silly. I'm glad that's fixed in 42. Or at least I hope it's fixed in 42. I'll never do it myself, just because I like actually mining the stuff out. Or having to trade for it. But definitely something that is not what you'd want in this kind of game, for sure. Now, none of this has been made yet. My guys are just so busy. That is really quite insane how busy they've been. Interesting. You verify your auto labor with Dwarf Therapist? I've never bothered to use auto labor. I don't even know how it works. I haven't looked at it at all. Have not put a single thought into it, just because I've been so used to Dwarf Therapist and I haven't really explored much outside of what I already know, you know? Alright. Now, it looks like our beds are mostly set up. Now, current owner, nobody. So let's see. Sazir doesn't have a bed yet. Does everyone else have a bed but Sazir? Ooh, have we found our vampire? No, we've got a few others who don't, but now at least we have some candidates to look through. Now, let's look at these names. There's quite a few, actually. There are quite a few. So we need to wait a little bit longer before we go ahead and start accusing anyone of being a vampire. Yeah. Let's absolutely, let's wait a little bit longer, because there's some more unclaimed beds, and there's some dwarves who haven't claimed beds. Now this one still needs to be made. Construction is suspended. Unsuspend that. Jeez. Hopefully we've had a good number of doors made. That's just not getting done. These people are working very slowly today. Auto dump and workflow. Never saw the need to use auto labor. The Fortress Defense mod, and I've heard that there's oh, what was it? Masterwork is another mod that I can put in for more depth and more complexity. So I assume Fortress Defense is more things attack me. I bet is what that's going to be all about. This and that are both not beer. No, I finally caught on to what you're saying. No, I've just got iced tea and water. That's all it is. I'm sorry, you guys. No No good dwarven drinks tonight. I could go get some, but I think tonight's not the night for that. Okay, we have a good number of idlers again. That makes me happy. That means that probably everything that does need to happen is happening, which for a little while it looked like it was not. We were getting very behind on keeping our people healthy and safe. Now, Masterwork is a standalone pack filled with mods. It isn't updated to 42 yet. Okay. Oh, what races does it add? What races does it add? Oh, that sounds awesome, actually. That sounds fantastic. Because that's something I've actually been looking for, is just more depth in who I have to fight. Because here I had some goblins come get me, but I pissed off the elves, and I want them to come fight me. I want the elves to come get me, man. I'd absolutely love that. You can also play as humans, orcs, succubi, or kobolds. That is so sick. Whoa. Okay, I'm absolutely going to have to check that out really soon. Nice. Nice. Now, let's, why would it let me trade? Trader requested at the depot. Only broker may trade. Is the broker not there? The broker is here. So why wouldn't it let me trade? Are these the guys I pissed off before? Or are they already leaving? Did I just miss them because I got distracted? Yeah, it's not. Oh, I bet it's because I just have nothing moved here, and it won't let me trade with nothing. So let's go ahead, come down to crafts. Small cut gems. Let's just bring the gem bin. Where's our crafts? There's our crafts. Let's bring these 2 earrings. That's all we have apparently. Oh, no, let's bring some of our silver stuff. No, we don't have any silver stuff. We have steel stuff, right? Now we can trade this. We don't have much to trade with. I don't think they'll have much we want. But they definitely don't have much for us. Oh, we can trade away some of these silver arrows for sure, because we don't even use arrows that much. And I'm sure silver arrows are worth a good bit. So let's see. Gnomes is a masterwork thing. You can get multi-sieges. Masterwork Reborn is updated to 4024. Okay, that's what I'm on right now. And then humans, elves, goblins at the same time. Wow. That would be intense to have to deal with. You'd have to split your army and like really make sure the right ones are in the right spots. Do you know if this game... do you guys know if different weapons are like more effective on different races? Because I did notice that I had a hammer dwarf off to fight an Etten, and it did very, very little. And then I had to get my axe dwarves and my spear dwarves down to really take it out. So the blunt object seemed to do very little there, but it seemed like the hammer dwarves cleaned up shop right here. Because I had mostly hammer dwarves here, and they just went to town on these goblins. So is that a specific... is that actually like documented in the game? Are certain weapons better against certain kinds of races and such, and kinds of enemies? Now what do these guys have? Do they have what will be gypsum? Gypsum is what I think I wanted. Okay, I don't actually know how you spell that, so I'm just going to scroll through. Fire clay, instruments, toys. We've got some animals. We've got some cages, some barrels, some buckets. Wooden swords we have no need for. Some clothing we are good on. More wooden and grass clothing. Lots and lots of clothing they brought us. Now, chests and arrows and crowns and other crafts, and now lots of fruit. Depends on their armor type, and that includes skin. Interesting. The armor type, hard breastplates or stone beats, hammers. Oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Some is good for stunning, some is good for cutting. Yeah, okay, that all makes sense. That's definitely stuff I'll have to start learning and getting more used to. And seeing like which ones you specifically want where. I bet so it's probably better to put like the axe dwarves and the spear dwarves up against maybe the more armored front line of your of the enemy army, while you send like your hammer dwarves back into say the archers. Because I bet the archers will only have like leather, and you can really start beating them down. They also aren't very good in melee at all, so that would be a good kind of way to do it. So hammer dwarves that maybe don't have shields can run back and kill all the archers, while your axe dwarves and spear dwarves take care of the front line. And then of course your marks dwarves rain down hell on all of them the whole time. Is there anything else these guys have we need? I think we might just buy all of their fruit, and that's it. So we'll just wait to see how much we actually have worth of stuff to trade them. They didn't have anything super useful for us, which is kind of